Okay, so yesterday I watched The Odyssey. It just came out yesterday, and I watched it, and it was 2 hours and 50 something minutes long, so it was basically a 3 hour movie, this thing. Okay, now my background of The Odyssey is I think we read the abridged version in like sixth grade, so I remember like I know that it's Greek and it's old and it has creatures of the night. Like it has the. I knew it had a giant. I wasn't sure if the sheep were there. I thought they tied themselves under the sheep, but I don't think that happened in the movie. And then I remember the sirens. That's a big part. I didn't fucking realize that the Trojan horse was a part of this whole thing too. But that's a pretty big part. I realized that right before I got into the movie. Um, and just for context, I didn't know that this movie was a culture war. I didn't know that it was like a right wing versus left wing thing. I honestly thought we've left that in the past. Like that's old news. That drama is old. It's cold, cold tea. Um, so I thought we were done with that, but apparently this movie has reignited the flame. And I mean, I didn't know that when I walked in, but first 5 seconds, yeah, I could tell. And I have no issues with it. I thought it was fine. I mean, it's funny, if anything. It's just funny, you know? It just makes me think that everything should just be a comedy because the way that they made this movie was, and it's not because they're adding diversity, it's because of just how they are. This movie was like that moment from Game of Thrones where you see the Starbucks cup. I never watched Game of Thrones, but I mean, I knew about that moment. This movie feels like that happened for 3 hours. Okay. Because it was, yeah, it was, I thought it was old, like it's an old time or whatever. Um, who knows what year it is supposed to be? I'm pretty sure it's a made up story, but it's also historical fiction. Anyway, there was like a lot of modern stuff in this movie for like no reason. Um, some notable things was notable things were first of all, Anne Hathaway just looks deep faked all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if you told me that she was. That's not one of the Starbucks things. That's just a side note that I need to add in there. And she's in this movie, so um, I just don't even think. I don't know. I anyway. I don't want to say I like her. I have no issues with her. I don't want to start beef with Anne Hathaway. I'm not trying to do that right now. Anyway, let's continue. So Starbucks moment number one, and I don't want to make this video too long, was that Tom Holland, when he was like talking about his parents, he was saying like mom and dad. Like he was going up to his mom and being like, "Hey mom." It's like that's crazy. Like I mean, it really takes you out of the fact that you're watching the Odyssey. I'm like, what movie is this? Like they just happen to use I don't really know the background of this movie. I mean, is that the point? Is it supposed to be funny? Like, I don't know. But that really, I was like, that's weird. And they would do it inconsistently. I think that's the problem. Like, I think he would say mother and father sometimes, and then he would like go up to them and say mom and dad. There were just like a lot of moments like that with the dialogue where I was like, that is not the word that they would use. Um, I don't know. So, Starbucks moment number two was on the island. I don't know what island Odysseus was at, but he's on some island and he didn't remember anything. But there's this blonde lady with him, and like, I, she just looked like you picked her off the street like yesterday. Like she's got highlights in her hair and like her roots are showing, and it looks like she's wearing like a claw clip. Like I don't think she is wearing a claw clip, but like she just looks like she came from the street yesterday. I was like, who is this lady? Like, what year is he in right now? Honestly, like, what year is he supposed to be in? Um, but he just looked like Matt Damon. That's another thing. I don't know who is Matt Damon. He's from New England. Anyway, so those are two Starbucks moments. I personally would give the movie a 2 out of 10. It wasn't very good. I didn't know what was happening the whole time, and that's not just me. I'm pretty sure everyone in that movie theater, they were like, "What is this story?" Even if I mean, I know a little bit about the Odyssey, and I was like, "What is this?" Um. Anyway, I thought the culture war part. Let me talk a little bit about the culture war part. Uh, I saw the diversity on the cast, and I just chose to ignore it. There's an Indian guy who plays like Odysseus's right hand man. It's like, okay, like what are you gonna do? Like, yeah, it's right. Like there are people that want to play parts in Hollywood, and it's like, okay, what are you only gonna give it to white people? Like, I mean, there's so many. Like, you can make him any. Like, who cares what race that guy is? It doesn't really matter, as long as he shows up to set and like is okay with having his likeness like used by AI. Then like, come on over, right? Like, who cares? Um, what's the other thing that I wanted to say? And then I didn't mind that Lupita Nyong'o played Helen of Troy. I was like, I didn't realize that's who she was. I didn't realize who that was when they showed her on screen, and she was with that DJ Khaled looking guy. Or no, not DJ Khaled. Foozy Tube, dude. He looked like Foozy Tube, brother of Agamemnon, right? Whoever that is. So yeah, he was like Helen of Troy, and I was like, oh, I think that's Lupita Nyong'o. I was like, that's that I don't mind because I think a face that sailed 1,000 ships, whatever. Yeah, that could be Lupita Nyong'o. Why not? Um, right? She's so beautiful. Why not? And I don't know why they give her such little roles in these things. Like, I don't know, make her Queen Penelope. Like, why not? I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. I don't know why they don't do it. They should take it an extra step further, is what I think. That is my opinion, and that's why I'm giving it a 2 out of 10 today. Good effort. Good effort. The movie exists in the world. It was 3 hours long. Imagine how long it took to make that movie, and or maybe it didn't. It felt weird. It was a weird movie. I feel like they just slapped it together. I feel like this was a last minute project. I was like, what am I watching here? So that's why I'm giving you 2 out of 10. But I think there could be improvement. I think they could make it even more woke. I think they should. And that's my review, okay?